They are not making any more land. It is a part of the American dream to own a house. Home ownership is highly coveted in this society. So why would someone be interested in or even consider selling an inherited property? What's going on, everyone? This is Courtney Rollins, the Life and Transitions Experts podcast host and the certified probate expert for Durham County, North Carolina, senior transition specialist for North Carolina as well. Today, we're going to talk about actually 5 reasons. I know it says 4 there, but we're going to think of 5 reasons why someone would consider property in probate, or in North Carolina, I should say. In fact, I will step back and say that in North Carolina, real property does not go through the probate process unless it is specified by the will. By and large, property is transitioned, bestowed, conferred to the person that it naturally inherits based on North Carolina succession laws, unless, of course, the will states otherwise. So what is probate? It is the legal process for settling the affairs in the estate of a deceased party. When someone has an asset that needs to be transferred from their name and they've passed away, there has to be a legal instrument to do that, and that is the probate process. If someone passes away and they have debt that is attached to their name, to their estate, it has to be processed, and that is the probate process. So why you might want to sell your inherited house? Let's take a look. Number 1, if you are the personal representative or the person responsible for settling the affairs, the debt on the property or on the estate, I should say, then selling the house may be one of the ways that you can meet the needs and pay the bills. So to be able to pay the claims on the debt, you may need to sell the property. You may decide to sell the property. Even if you're not the personal representative, you may say, hey, this is what's best for the estate. Let's go ahead and do that. Another reason is so that you can actually unlock equity and funds to be able to distribute the inheritance. So perhaps there isn't much money left over, but there is a property, and you all have decided that, hey, if we sell this property, we could actually take the funds from there and distribute it to the heirs. Another reason, which could be in part 2 as well, but it may meet the instructions of the last will and testament. The deceased party may have decided that they want their property sold, and they may even give more detailed instructions on how it's to be sold and how the funds are to be used. Number 4, may decide to hire an attorney, which I do highly recommend, to settle the probate, and you may need to pay the attorney fees. And number 5, you may decide that you want to move into a new space now that your loved one has passed away, or maybe you're working with family members or loved ones that have survived, and now the house or the space they're in is either too big or does not fit their lifestyle needs. And so moving into a new space, selling the home may give you funds to pay for the new space, as well as be able to take care of meeting the needs of the loved one's living conditions. So those are 5 reasons there that you may decide to sell the property. That's 1, pay the debt and claims owed by the estate. 2, have funds for inheritance. 3, it may be the instructions of the deceased party dictated by the last will and testament. 4, to pay attorney fees. And 5, to downsize. Now, let's think about some options. What could you do now that you decided to do something with the property? I'll just go over 5 really quick ones. 1 is always keep it. Maybe you go ahead and live in it. Perhaps you have your family members or other folks live in it. Number two, you might just decide to turn it into a rental or an investment property. That is a great way to be able to actually generate income and to keep it the property. Number three, you may decide to sell it on your own FSBO, for sale by owner. You may decide that's the viable option for you. Number four, you may decide to find a real estate agent or a broker and have to have it listed the more traditional route. They pay the rehab, the repairs, and get it properly ready for the market so you can sell at the highest best price. And number five, you may go to a cash buyer like us at Estate and decide that speed and convenience is what you need to unlock the equity and sell it as is, cash. Now, for us, just always like to remind you that Estate Pro Service, we are a concierge type service for folks who are going through the probate process. We provide a holistic approach to the probate process, meeting your needs, hopefully as best we can. And we can provide any of those options, those five, whether you decide to keep it, we can come up with a plan for you there, all the way to selling it as is. We really try to take a heart, head, and hands-on approach where we really approach you with empathy, big ears, listen to what the situation is, and then we're able to use our heads and put our heads together to design a strategy that's best for you based on what you said, and get to work using our hands to make it happen. So we'd love for you to check us out at Estate Pro Service, estateproservice.com. If you get a free consultation, you don't pay me. I get paid with other means. You do not pay me to do this work. It is my job to go out there and add value, and there's always that is compensated. All right. Oh, let me put my little hey. Woohoo! Here it is. Here I am. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify or Apple, would love for you to review, leave a thumbs up. So I have all that great stuff that really helped me keep spreading the word. And I will chat with you all next time. All right, rising tides, it lifts all sails.